Welcome back, everybody, to TV5 News at 9. We are back with another edition of Ask Sheriff Swanson, the man himself, joining us now this morning. Chris, it is so good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing so good, Blake. Thank you. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yes, happy Friday. Keep that energy going. Okay, so this time around on this edition, we are talking about second chances and starting a clean slate. We're talking about Michigan's new expanded expungement laws, which went into effect mid-April. And to help, there's a fair in Genesee County involving your office and the Michigan Attorney General. So what's the purpose of an event like this? What can people do when they're there?
Well, I'm going to tell you, there's people watching right now, myself included, that have made mistakes in the past and thought, oh my goodness, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
But yet we've had to live with that stigma and that burden for all these years. Well, the legislature spoke, and then on April 11th, they said, hey, these are the charges that we're going to expunge. So there's an auto expunge of marijuana charges, and then there's another criteria for other charges that are going to be wiped clean off people's records.
Okay.
So in conversations that I've had with Attorney General Dana Nessel over the last year and a half, our office has worked together for a number of cases. And of all the counties, they chose Genesee County in here in mid-Michigan to be their first expungement fair. So it's going to be exactly that. It's going to be a fair, a festival. I got inflatables coming, a dunk tank, I got hot dogs, I got a DJ, and people are going to come and they're going to have their records expunged. I'm telling you, Blake, people are going to sob. They can also get registered to vote, get their vaccines, but they're going to be set free that day.
Very good. And also, why am I not surprised you're bringing inflatables? I love that.
And cotton candy.
Oh, man, it sounds like a great time.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Sheriff, why is this new law so important? What does it do for a person who has, a record?
Well, I think, we can all know that of mistakes of the past that keep us from success in the future are very hard to overcome. And we are different people than we were 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And when we're able to work together as government for the good of the people, everybody wins. So when I talk about people that are coming, we've got over 500 people registered, and they have already signed up, and all the paperwork's done. And we're going to have more of these, not only in Genesee County, but we're scaling it out to the entire state of Michigan. So we're kind of laying out an algorithm that each county is able to just implement in their own way. So it kind of it makes it most efficient. But I cannot wait to hear the stories. And you're going to hear people who have tried to hide that part of their life for so many years, but now they'll be set free and they'll be clear. And that's the excitement that we're going to see that day. So even if you're not on the list to be expunged, stay the course. We're going to keep building that list. We've got a system in place. If you're not in Genesee County, it's coming your way too, I promise. But if you just want to witness history, you need to be there June 2nd from 10 o'clock till 8 o'clock at night. You're going to see an incredible operation here at the front lawn of the Genesee County Jail.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, how does it feel to have your office a part of this? You're seeing front row people starting fresh in their lives. What does it mean to you to be involved?
Well, I first met the AG last February 2020, and I made it a point to go down and introduce myself and to meet the Attorney General. And I made a vow that I wouldn't want her to listen to a word I say, just watch what I do. Listen, but watch my actions. And we have stayed in contact, and certainly last year was a banner year for what we did here in Michigan,
yeah.
And she responded to that. So when our conversation came about in February that this fair was on her radar, she said, why should I bring it to Genesee County? And I said, AG, just look what this county stands for. Look what Michigan stands for. It would be an honor. Flint has been just battered with so many issues, including water.
Yeah.
The people will answer if you just give them the chance. And she made a promise that she wouldn't forget the people of Flint, Genesee County. So I just want to give an incredible edification to the Attorney General. The Secretary of State's going to be here to do registrations. But Flint and Genesee County were chosen because of what we've done, and I'm so proud of that. So it's coming in Michigan, but that day we're going to highlight this county and set people free, as I said.
Yeah, and highlight it in a positive way too. So, yes. Sheriff, I do want to say I'd be remiss not to mention your Ignite program, which does great work for county inmates. Yeah. Did you want to tell us about the strides that program has made over the years? It's kind of like same and same here.
Yeah, you know what? And I know that there in Saginaw, Sheriff Fettersfield is doing an education program that I'm so fired up and stoked about. Even if it's different than what we're doing, it doesn't matter. Getting education in there is amazing. So I give, a great hand clap for Saginaw County. And Ignite has been seen around the country. I'm actually flying to Phoenix next month for a 2-day seminar with sheriffs around the nation for the National Sheriff's Association on Ignite. The Michigan Sheriff's Association has embraced it. The ACLU from Detroit is coming up saying, hey, we've been waiting for something like this. You know, I just know what's happening inside the jail. I've seen our math go up from 5th grade, which is our average assessment before Ignite, all the way up to the 7th grade. I've seen reading comprehension go from 6th grade to 8th grade. We just did interviews. I had a film crew that came in. One was from Italy, one was from LA, one was from Orlando. They did the documentary, and they're focusing on literacy, and they saw what's happened. They interviewed inmates. I just read a letter from an inmate's employer. The inmate is still in jail, and the employer wrote me a letter saying, I just want you to know that when I talk to our staff member who's going to get their job when they come out, their whole demeanors changed, their attitudes changed. I'm telling you, I am so thankful to have a front row seat. Ignite, inmate growth naturally, intentionally through education, is breaking the chains of incarceration, the generational curses that people have lived under, and restoring hope in them. That's what's exciting.
I love it. And Sheriff, we do have a viewer question about something like this. Do you have any contact still with any inmates who came out on the other side from the Ignite program?
Okay, since December 23rd, great question, caller. I want you to know since December 23rd, 2020, we have employed 18 inmates full-time, and we keep in touch with them because we want to make sure they stay and they succeed. We also, and NEM was there to show our 5601 aftercare facility, North Saginaw Street. So absolutely, I don't want to just make better inmates. I want to make better people. And our staff has embraced it. The community's embraced it. The unions have embraced it. We've got credit unions. We want to see that path continue. We're not just kicking them out of the front door for no reason anymore. If they're part of Ignite, which 90% of the jail is involved, then they're going to have that care after they leave here, and we keep in contact. I want to see these stories. I'm telling you, generations are going to come back and say, when I was here, or when my father or my mother was here, this is what changed our family tree. And I'm going to look back and think, you know, I am so thankful for the staff and the fact that we're able to see it live. It's going to be a statewide initiative, countywide initiative. Just stay tuned.
Yes, absolutely. And round of applause for sure. I'll add to that. Well, thank you again, Sheriff, for being here and being upfront and honest with us about this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Of course. And it's your turn at home. If you have a burning question for the sheriff, just send it to WNEM at WNEM.com or send it to our social media.